the Point Dead interview with none other than the rising YouTube star, the Bunty King, who brought along a ginger naked man for the whole episode. Thank you very much, Bunty.
I don't know what you're talking about. Naked man
what is Hanrahan doing back there?
What?
What is
I'm sorry.
Mickey?
I'm sorry. You're not making any sense. There's literally no one behind me. There's absolutely no one behind me.
There is Mickey O'Hanrahan, the Canadian ginger, behind you. I can see it clearly.
I just cleaned up my room. I just cleaned up my room. There may be some things showing that weren't normally showing before, so maybe it's possible that I have no idea.
Welcome to the program. Thank you very much for being here. I definitely want to interview you. You are. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I just started noticing you within the last month and a half. I didn't know yet. You seem to be rising. A lot of the YouTube commentary stars are paying attention to what you're doing. I'm going to get into all that in a minute, but what I want to start off with, because it's just bizarre that I managed to interview two Canadian boys in a row. I got Zaptai. Zaptai's Canadian.
Yeah,
so
of course he is Canadian.
Now I got and he's a Leafs fan, and now I have a Habs fan. I'm assuming you're a Habs fan. Are you a big hockey guy?
I'm not a huge hockey guy. My friends are big hockey guys. So anytime there's the playoffs games, I'll go over to my friend's place and we'll sit down and we'll watch the games. But I actually like roasting the Habs a lot because they love the Habs so much. Mm-hmm. And I'm I just love, because they're a team that you follow hockey quite passionately, and you probably know they're a team that loses steam just like that. Price fucking gets busted up, and the next thing you know, they're every season they start off, Habs are number one in the league. They're number one in the Eastern Division. They're number one. And next thing you know, they're not number one anymore, which I guess is the same thing for every single hockey team, but
What the fuck is Seth Rogen doing in the background, according to Dead on Dave, by the way? We got our first donation.
I still don't know who the fuck you're talking about, man. I have no idea. What the fuck are you saying?
Okay.
I'm the stoner here. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a big stoner. All right, that's the thing.
Not really.
I often hear about my daughter. She goes, they don't say this about guys. They always say this because she loves being a little girl. You, sir, love being a dude. You wear it on your fucking sleeve. I think it would be fair to call you a bro, and that's not an insult coming from kind of a middle-aged bro.
It is interesting because I don't give off the regular YouTuber vibe. I don't give off the hey guys, what's up? Today we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna be hitting this up. Let's go ahead and leave some likes on the video before this video even fucking starts, because I'm a fucking loser. I don't do that. No, I don't do that shit. It's more I really I don't know, because I'm in Montreal, right? And Montreal is pretty heavy on Jewish and Italian culture. Lots of Italians, lots of Jews, and of course lots of Scots as well. So they're all very similar in the sense that they all kind of have this bro-y attitude, you know? I remember one of the first terms of endearment I would throw around once I started getting friends at around the age of 16, because I had no friends before 16. I was a kid that was bullied all the time, and
really,
I started getting friends. Yeah, I was bullied all the time, man. I was actually really afraid to go out into my street to play because this guy would come and kick my ass all the time. My parents wouldn't be able to do anything. Yeah. But whatever. If you look back on your past and all those bad moments, you begin to realize that they had to happen for you to become the person that you are today.
Sure, I would agree. Same.
Yeah. So
I just have a little. You're a big dude. I don't see too many people messing with you. Were you like the nerdy Indian kid, and they were just you were the guy to pick on because you knew in town?
I had glasses and stuff like that. I'm not a big dude. I'm 6'1", 180, but I'm not pretty big. But I just have. This is funny fucking story, okay? So Christmas, all right? This is fucking hilarious. I don't know if I told you this or maybe... Okay, so Christmas.
Spit it. Let's hear some stories.
All right, okay, so Christmas, all right? The entire town, goes to this bar. And because I'm also involved... Okay, the side story now. I'm involved... YouTube and Twitter are, just one aspect of the stuff that I do. I really enjoy YouTube and Twitter because I look up to a lot of these content creators like Colossal, Leon Lush, Sierra. Would always see him in passing, but I was yo, that guy looks super interesting. Who else? I'm forgetting here. Oh, H3H3.
Sure, absolutely.
And iDubbbz, all these people. These people I look up to. I think they're really, really entertaining in the sense that they just let loose, And for me, they're being the most human. They're being so human when they put out these videos. So I love that. And but yeah, what I've been trying to do over here locally is connect with creators in Montreal and kind of have move Montreal into this e-media space, because e-media is the future. Everybody your show is gonna have way more viewers next year than it has now.
God, I hope so.
Oh no, it will, because just the way things are trending, everybody's starting to go online, and even the older generation are starting to go online because even the like traditional media like Channel 12 News are starting to push a lot of their content online. Twitter's becoming a huge presence because of Donald Trump, like all that stuff. So that's one thing that I do. So because I'm a bit of a media personality here in Montreal, people started recognizing me at this bar, and it felt very awkward because this is the first time I've been outside, you know, as a single man and as a just like this guy that, you know, has been trying to make something happen for himself, and people are starting to recognize those efforts. And these are people who know my YouTube page. That's the crazy thing. They don't know me on YouTube. They just know me on this other aspect, on the Montreal level. And I'm there at this bar, and so I bring one of my friends, and I'm like, hey, do you want to come to this bar? And she's like, yeah, sure. And some of my friends are going to be there. So I was like, okay, cool. So she comes with my friends, and then I lose her at the bar for a bit, and I ended up, like, you know, seeing her sitting down with this black dude. And the fact that he's black doesn't matter. Like, that's not, I'm just giving you a description, a mental image, a mental picture, okay?
Gotcha.
And she's just sitting there, and I think that she's talking to this dude, like this old friend. So I go up to him, arms crossed, and this just ties into this fact that you say that I'm a big dude or something. I go up to him, arms crossed, because that's something I normally do. I just cross my arms when I'm chilling a lot. I just like do this a lot, or I'm just chilling. Walk up to this dude with my arm crossed. I'm like, hey man, what's up? And turns out that this girl is a little bit aloof. My friend is a little bit aloof. She was trying to get this fucking guy to pay him $1,000 because he backed up into her car like a year ago. She's trying to get him on Christmas night to pay him $1,000. She was trying to extort him for money. And then I come out of nowhere with my arms crossed, and I'm looking down at him. The guy freaked the fuck out. He thought I was going to come and like do something to him.
Really?
I was like, dude, I was so stoned.
You're kind of an intimidating looking dude, though. You're kind of an intimidating looking dude, though. I don't know if I'd mess with you.
I don't know. I think you're trolling me. I think you're fucking memeing right now. You're memeing right now.
Well, I don't know. I picture you as like, I'm 6'1". I picture you kind of a bigger dude.
You're 6'1"?
Yeah, I'm 6'1".
Oh, yeah. Shit, man. Fuck, man. So many YouTubers that are like, you think aren't tall.
They're miniature.
Tall.
Yeah, well, you know, it's funny. Leafy looks like he's about 5'5", and he's about 5'10". You know, which surprised the hell out of me. There's a lot of miniature YouTubers and what have you. I want to get into you before we get back into YouTube. I want to get into your background. I'm assuming, and maybe I shouldn't, but I'm going to because I like talking about stuff like this. I think it's interesting. People's ethnic heritage.
Talk about whatever you want, man.
Yeah. Has your family been here for a couple of generations? You're a Sikh Indian, I understand, and you moved to Canada. What's that story?
Yeah, no, go ahead. You were gonna ask some other questions? Or?
Sure. No, I just wanted to like, how'd your folks get over to North America? Like, what's the story there?
Well, so what happened was like my dad, you know, my parents obviously grew up in India, but my dad studied computer science in India, and he you know, had an opportunity because at that time it was Prime Minister Trudeau, the late Trudeau, and he pretty much opened Canada to immigration. So my dad saw an opportunity, you know, like, you know, Canada is like, you know, diverse country, sure, just like you know, first world country, going from third world, which is India, to first world, you know, like why not? So he went and he applied for immigration, got immigration, and then he, you know, did some equivalency tests over here, and next thing you know, he got a job as a computer science, not computer science. He got a systems analyst job at Reader's Digest. Reader's Digest, for those of you youngins, is like this monthly kind of like short story digest that has
I know. I didn't think they made it anymore. I didn't think they made it.
They're like completely done. Like they used to have like they used to have a whole building themselves. Then they move into another building, and then they shrunk it down from like 3 floors to 1 floor. And then get this, my dad got laid off. Okay, because some Indians in India could do his job for cheaper.
That's like what a fucking ironic. Well, it's funny because I lost one of my jobs at when I worked for AT&T to Indians. I think I did. I don't know, one of these jobs. I was the dial-up guy, and then they shipped it all out to India eventually.
I know, right? Fucking Indians, cunts.
Well, we were like level 2 tech support, and then we were supposed to train the level 1, which are all Indians. And once they got trained, they're like, "Yo, those cats in India work cheaper. Peace, Middle East, chicken grease. Right? I'm out."
And you know what I'm telling you right now, and this is one of the reasons why, like, I'm kind of like, I feel like this whole thing, all right, about globalization, and I've never been a crazy huge fan of globalization or affirmative action, by the way. I'm not into that shit, so I'm hearing the feedback. I'm getting echo.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Go right ahead. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep shooting.
So pretty much what's been going on is that, like, you know, when I see Trump's campaign, when I see Trump, you know, kind of winning the election, even though I'm not really crazy about Trump, it's interesting to see, like, there's this president right now who kind of stands for, like, locking things down. And I've always said, you know, like, clean up your fucking house before you go and start cleaning up somebody else's house, you know? And I think that's interesting. It's really interesting.
Well, you know, I think so. And I don't know what Trump's going to turn out. I wanted Trump to win.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
I just want him. I want to throw a brick to the wall of the system, and it seems to be doing just that.
But he's not gonna fuck up America like people think.
Oh no, it's ridiculous. But you know, I tell you something. I tell you something. If you take care of your own house, like you said, it would be a lot easier to reopen the doors and have healthy immigration. So when the people come over here, they're not just, you know, filing over a border to collect welfare or just to live day to day. They're coming over in a situation, I don't know, not unlike your family, where they have an absolute opportunity or some and some guaranteed work, which is better for everyone. Look,
it is totally.
Immigration is healthy. It's a good thing, but I think what's happened is, in the United States, is there's a lot of politicians that don't care if you come over to America, and they don't care if you get the American dream. They don't care if you have a shot. Vote for me, I'll support you. I think that's a problem with your current prime ministers. They don't. It's not.
Oh
thoughtful.
My gosh!
It's not thoughtful immigration. So we got to clean up our own house.
Mass immigration is not thoughtful.
No, it's really not. And we got to clean up. We got to take care of our own minorities, and then we can bring in other minorities in to help. You know, help the whole thing along. But there's too many politicians. I'm surprised we got into politics. There's too many politicians out there that don't care. They don't care when people come over. They just want you vote for me. I'll support you. And it is really sad. So, like, hopefully the end of that is spelled with Trump, but I don't know, man. He's got a long road to hoe.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I feel like we get ahead of ourselves because and I think that technology plays into this a lot, because if you look at technology has increased over exponentially over the last decade. Like, the amount of stuff that you have compared to the amount of stuff we had a decade ago, night and day. Yeah, absolutely. Insane. All right. And I feel like because of this comparison, what's going on is that people think that socially we need to like ramp up at the same pace, but we're all trying to force things to happen too soon. Like, immigration happened, 50 years ago, like less than 50 years ago. You know, that's when people started really coming over. That's when diversity really started happening. And we're still not at a point where things are 100%. You know, like, what's really crazy, what's really mind-boggling, and this for me, it was easy for me to see this because I was a first generation, Canadian. So I fully identify as like a North American Canadian. I really don't see a difference between me and a white guy or a black guy or a black guy. Like, that's like me, right? So we're just chilling. We're literally just chilling. And like, I am essentially, I'm not saying I'm not saying like the next coming Christ. I'm just saying, like, I am essentially like the true product of a multicultural society. That's what I am. I'm just this dude that is everything. Like, but people come into the country and they want to. They don't want to drop they just want to like kind of just bring their own culture over and then expect it to be just something normal, and you can't have that.
I tell you something, you can't. And my family came over at the turn of the century from Ireland, and we still keep some of our traditions. We still are proud Irish people, and we tended to marry other people from other Irish.
Because it's tribalism,
and that's fine.
You want to know what your own.
But we're Americans first. We're absolutely Americans first, and it's important to keep those things. But I know, like, even like European, and I would even say modern. I grew up next to New York City, so I started seeing, just before I left to Germany, I started seeing a lot of Irish immigrants, and they were like, I have no plan to get a green card. I have no plan to become American. I have no plan to adapt. I am not going to.
Just want to chill here.
Yeah, and these are Europeans. These are white guys, and I was just like, that's not what my great-grandfather did. He made it happen, but we were all able to keep our identity, and I think that has a lot to do with and I think your dad had it right. I mean, you came over to become an American, and there is no difference between you and some white guy or something like that. We're both North American, except the freaking French Canadians. They're still French.
So here's the thing though. I don't want to say that there is no difference. There is a bit of a difference because, I mean, for the longest time, I mean, white has always been like this thing that's just normal, right, in North America. So when brown people are suddenly showing up, there's a bit of a stigma there. So one of the funny things that happened yesterday, I was driving my friend back home and I was a little hungry. It was like 2 a.m. I decided to stop by Tim Hortons. All right, I get to the Tim Hortons and I'm like, what do you have? Like, I asked him for like a specific kind of wrap, and he was like, I don't have it. He's like, just come to the window. I'm like, okay. So I came to the window, and he's there, and he's like, he looks at me, he's like, you don't eat bacon. And so here's the thing, right?
Sue him. Sue him, right?
He just immediately assumed that I don't eat bacon. And for me, back in the day, I would be like, what do you fucking mean? You don't think I eat bacon? Like, of course you eat bacon. Mm-hmm. And I was still a little taken back, but I begun to realize, just because I've been on the internet so much in the last year, and I've been interacting with just so many people from all over the world, that it's unnatural for them to see a brown person that isn't religious or doesn't have like these set of ideals that they bring over. You know, and so it's confusing for them to see me. First of all, like here's the thing: other brown kids on Twitter or other brown kids on YouTube who are Muslim, who probably feel like they hate being like pigeonholed into this fucking stereotype. They even ask me if I'm Muslim, and I ask them, why do you think I'm Muslim? They admit to it. They're like, oh, it's because you're brown and you have a beard. And I'm like, do you understand? Like, you're trying to break that thing, but you're telling me that like that's what I look like. So. For me, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me.
I gotta stick up for the fast food guy a little bit. I worked at Taco Bell as a teenager. Okay.
Yeah.
We had bacon in one of the tacos, and of course,
he was a great guy, by the way.
Yeah. So we had brown people come in. They were Indian. Some of them were Muslim. Some of them were Hindu. So like he might have been asking you that just to say, do I take the meat out? Do I no cows or no bacon? Because bacon was good with the one, but it wasn't with the other. And
you are right. You are right.
Yeah. So totally I mean, he may not even been doing that.
That's why it didn't bother me.
He's probably trying to get your order out faster. If I got to be honest. You know.
That's why. Yeah. That's why it didn't bother me. That's why I wasn't bothered. But it's just funny that like that's the preconceived notion for me. Like I don't even think that way, right?
Yeah.
I actually feel more comfortable with white people than I do with brown people. I went to this place called Brampton in Ontario.
See, I grew up in just 30 minutes outside New York City. I mean, my high school looked like the UN. You know, I mean, we had the black section. Oh yeah, so we had the black section. We had the Irish, the Polish, the Italians, the blacks, some black Muslims, the Arab Muslims, the Hindi, a lot of Hindu cats, and what is with that fucking Irishman back there?
What?
What is with that fucking guy?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what you're saying, man, but I like it. You're having fun. I can tell that you're having fun.
Yes.
You're seeing Irish people and stuff like that. I respect that, you know?
Yes, I'm very much having fun. But I think that's what it's all about. But it's it's just, if you want to go this route and say, are you conscious of being brown all day? I mean, is it no.
At all. I literally just take everything, every encounter that I have with someone, I just take it as it is. So be it someone who just overtly hates me for no fucking reason, or maybe because they're jealous because I just grew a bunch of followers, just a fucking number. It's a number. That is just a number to me. Like, it's just like, okay, I'll say thank you for 10,000 followers. Thank you, because I appreciate the people that have followed me, but like, it's still just a number. I don't like sit down and analyze it every day. Like, oh, I can't wait to see this go over 100 or like something like that. I don't do that. I don't compare my week to the last week.
I do.
I'm talking. You do?
Yeah,
I used to do that. See, the thing is, when I started YouTube, I was doing live streams. All I was doing was live streams, and all I did every day was like, oh, I didn't grow enough subscribers today, and it really changed my attitude. It made me feel really bitter about the whole experience. But then once I dropped it, and I just started focusing on the people who came to the streams, on the people who were like, who wanted to talk to me, it just became so much better, because suddenly it wasn't about money. It wasn't about like just connecting. It wasn't about just growing a channel. It became about growing a community and talking to people, because there's people out there that feel disenfranchised, and they don't need to be brown, white, black, or anything. They can just be, they're just people, and they just feel like they need someone to talk to. A lot of these people who follow YouTubers are doing it because
what was that? Was it a ghost? Was that a ghost?
Yeah, that might have been a fucked up ghost. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. I have no idea. I have no clue. So I mean, I just I have no idea. But
what a great gimmick you had. I mean, like, I'm like, it's fucking weird. All right, can I ask you some YouTube questions, please?
Yeah, man, let's go, bro.
You got energy, bro. You got energy, man. All right, this is not a rude question. This is just straight up, and it's I make some of the ones with Zaptai, and I'm gonna throw this at you. What do you do on YouTube right now?
So So right now, what I'm doing on YouTube is sometimes I'll throw up a live stream and I just sit there to communicate, like just to connect with my audience.
Sure.
And then other times, I come up with these things called Bunty bits. And what Bunty bits are is they started off as like YouTube drama, just YouTube drama, and me laughing about the YouTube drama, and then they moved to like coverage of like specific YouTube drama events. So
Gotcha.
the real turning point was when I did one on Colossal and FuzzyTube, because I was like really pissed off about that, because that whole FuzzyTube strike thing that happened, you know?
Yeah, sure. It was outrageous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I can't believe that he just fucking got away with it. I think it's so fucking annoying that he did. But and then I went to and then that's what it become now. Now I'm trying to do social commentary, and I really want to do stuff like on, you know, race issues and you know, because I feel like I have something contribute to that, because I felt like, you know, when I was younger I was a bit of a victim of racism, but I'm over it. I'm over it now, you know? So I feel like I can talk about them without being this guy that's going to fucking polarize people and make everyone feel like the world is ending. So
you got a problem with social justice warriors. That's what it sounds like. You're starting to, and I'm sure people are calling you a right wing or a sellout, or, I mean, you hearing any of that stuff, or you seem like you're...
some people have said that I'm like, they've just been a little bit weird about it. Like, I don't really understand what the opinion is. Some people call me an SJW, and I'm like, really? Why?
Yeah,
like, and I'll be like, why are you calling me an SJW, you dumb faggot?
Because you have an opinion.
Something an SJW wouldn't say. And I'm just like, I don't know. I guess I'm an SJW for the SJWs. That's what I am. I'm like the guy who's trying to like get them out of here, because I feel like what they're doing is they're just like the alt left. You know, we always talk about the alt right. There's the alt left, man, and they're fucking crazy too.
They're nuts.
They say some crazy shit.
They're really nuts. There's no doubt about it.
It's nuts, and everyone's pulling. It's this giant tug of war, but there are these people like you and I in the middle that are like, yo, can we just fucking chill out? I want to talk to this person. Like, it's all you want to do.
Well, I got to be honest with you. You know, I'm 40 years old, and I've never, we just, you know, we had the first African American president. His term ends tomorrow. I have never, a little bit in the 90s with the Rodney King, have never seen the United States or North America more racially charged, unhealthily racially charged than any other time in my life.
It's crazy.
And watching this happen from Germany is so bizarre. And being in the Army for so many years, let's say, okay, I got a big donation I got to read. I donated before and it didn't show up. I just wanted to say thank you, Tommy. I don't understand what the hell life is for right now. Being able to have a good laugh and take my mind off of things is one of the few things that keeps me going. Thank you very much. Slip it.
That guy sounds like a nice person.
Yeah, he really does. It's cool that I can make you laugh.
That's great.
You know, I never seen anything like that. Look, there was racial problems when I was growing up. There's no doubt about it.
For sure.
I never seen
it wasn't
people
like,
so charged.
It wasn't widespread. It was fucking. It's still, and it's not widespread right now. The media wants to make you think that it's widespread racism. It's all compartmentalized in specific instances, and those need to be dealt with individual to individual basis. It's not like there's this massive uprising of racists.
No, there's not. You know, there's a massive uprising of. There's a massive uprising of shut the fuck up. That's what it is, because I think a lot of these guys, you know, I watch some of these. You can't have an opinion because you're white. I mean, it's insane.
Oh my God.
You know, I mean, no,
I hate it. I hate hearing that.
It's insane.
It's like,
you know, it's just like. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's just like, it's not going to get anywhere. It's not going to get anywhere, man.
I don't think they want to get anywhere. I'm starting to believe they're the bad guys. I don't think they want equality. I don't think I'm getting to the point where these guys are not just young, maybe just a little radicalized, really passionate young people that want to bring about good things. I think they're just bad motherfuckers. Because I tell you something, after living in Germany the last 12 years, you do read a lot about the Third Reich, and that's where it started. It started with the brown shirts, and they went into schools and they screamed over people. Shut up. They had things like, you know, like but now it's like, well, you're white, and you can't have an opinion on this. Then they just shouted you down, and they had these stupid cliches. The YouTube equivalent, you're just doing this for views. No, I'm criticizing you. No, you're just doing this for views. Everything is, we have an uprising of shut up. I don't want to hear anything out my bubble. And if you don't shut up, I'm going to make you shut up. I'm going to DDoS you. I'm going to call your work. I'm going to drop your social security number. That's what I see more, and I did not see that as a younger man. That's pretty frightening.
It's funny that you bring up the whole thing for views, since we're on the topic of YouTube, and I think that's really kind of like, I think it's okay. It's one thing when a viewer has that opinion where you're like, oh, you're just doing this for views. I don't give a shit if a viewer says that, because for me, when I look at it, I'm like, all right, whatever. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't make content.
Yeah.
Like, what are you saying? But But when it comes to when other creators start saying that, then I'm just like, all right, you're a little fucked up and off your rocker.
Shut up. They're trying to shut you up.
Fucked up. I don't know what you're talking about.
They're trying to shut you. I have the thing with Kostif right now, and he's trying to shut me up. He's trying to shut me up with the power of his Kostif. He's Call of Duty YouTuber. He's literally trying to shut me up. I did a podcast in utter support of his situation with the homeowner association. And thank you, Pootie Pie. Ask Bunty if his dick smells like ginger. I think some folks are saying you're gay.
Well, I mean, have you seen the photos with Abigail?
No, I'm not familiar with.
You haven't seen my photos with Abigail?
No.
So, I mean, if you go look on my Twitter, you can check out all the photos that I have with Abigail, and you can let me know what my dick smells like, bro. So you can let me know.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, I'll be at VidCon this year. If any one of you guys want to smell my dick, I will pull it out, and if you're 18 and older, I will fucking pull it out, and I'll let you smell it, my dick. I'll even leave some smegma there off. You can fucking snort that shit. It gives you a good high, bro.
Well, this cat's getting kicked out of his house. He's got one of like a phase house thing going on. I did support him, but I made a mistake. I thought he dropped out of school, law school. Before I thought he dropped out of law school, before his I thought he dropped because his business took off, which by the way is not it's an insult in any story. Like that happens to a lot of people. People are so smart, they got some of the business. Why should I be here? I'm not going to even make as much if I finish school than if I just get out now. Yeah. What does it smell like, Trojan? Yeah, great. And I don't know if I can finish this. So he goes at me, goes, I graduated top 15% of my class. Stop shading, bro. And I go back to him and I say, hey, no fucking problem. I'll take it back. No big issue. And we were fine. Now he doesn't make any effort to tell his audience, misunderstanding. I have to do that, right? So that happens at a night of drinking and stuff. I said, wouldn't it be cool if I talk about what happened last night with this big famous YouTuber? He just came in, he got mad, and he bounced. Well, I didn't even make the video yet. I just made a link, just like I made a link for this one before. And it's, you're just doing this for views. No, translation. Shut the fuck up. I don't want you talking about me. Guess what, Mr. Public Figure, and your with your blue check mark? I can talk about what I want. So there's no surprising of that. And it's and he comes off like an SJW, and he's trying to I smelled that on Dave. Smell Bunty sticks, $5. Yeah, you can send that right here. Begging for views. Feed my family. So, but there's a lot of that going on. It's like you're just doing this for views. You're just doing this for views. I'm certainly getting that from Keemstar and everything else.
God,
of course. Man. But it's shut up. I don't want you to talk about things about me. Guess what? Tough shit.
Or they feel threatened. Or their presence feels threatened.
It's not like I'm talking about Joe Schmo, the YouTuber that has 3 subs. We're talking about public figures, and I think YouTubers are going to have to realize if they're being, you're open to criticism. And here's the best part with this douche. Whoa, big 100. Holy shit, dude.
Wow, am I happy for you, dude? That's fucking sick, dude. That is sick. I'm glad that people are having a good time. That's sick.
That's sick. I probably should give you a piece of that, bro. I think I will.
No. Fuck off. Dude. I don't want that shit. No. It's yours, bro. It is yours 100%, man.
Jabs don't do that shit. No, dude. That's fucking crazy.
No. Fuck off. Oh. Tommy, bro, I appreciate you just as you are. That money should be yours, bro.
Thank you. Well, I do split it. The reason I say that, because I do split it with when I have my guys on the show. I usually split it with them, so I just wanted to keep that open to you. But thank you so much, buddy. That was fucking badass. But yeah, let's get back into it. But I think a lot of people are just shut up. Luke, you enter this field, you get semi-famous. You are a public figure. You lose some of your privacy rights and things like that. I mean, and it's just like all this guy's doing is repeating over and fucking over again. And I've seen it with him and Keem and a lot of you're just doing this for views. No, I'm getting to you. I got to you. Argue about my point. Don't throw me a red herring. Argue. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Yeah. And there's nothing to tell me I do because I took responsibility for what I did. And
I just think that I don't want everyone to kind of like I don't know how many people actually follow me on Twitter. I don't assume that everyone here is here like all that shit. So I'm just gonna go. I don't even know how many people are watching. I'm just really just talking to you. Mm-hmm. But one of the things I want to like let you know is that earlier I tweeted this thing in all caps. I said something like please don't reply to my tweet. It's not like I use this to fucking meet with anything. I'm a fat Australian faggot. Fuck me. Yeah.
Who might you be talking about?
And I was talking about anything for views. But the funny thing is that people immediately replied, they're like, yo, Bunty, like don't be so fucking salty. And the reality is that by putting that tweet out there, I'm not being salty. What I'm doing is I'm kind of just letting everyone know that if you really want to play the drama game, because I've been trying to avoid it. I've literally just been like very chill with with anybody. Like, I just chill. I don't try to put my nose into something unless it's like overtly bad. Like, once again, FouseyTube or and even when it comes to like Keemstar, when I did a video on the whole Baited falling apart thing, I wasn't even talking about like how Keemstar is this evil dude. I was just talking about how like drama makes money, and like that's why this shit exists, and I understand that. So I mean, if like I'm trying to avoid it. I'm like trying to. I guess I'm being naive. I guess I'm being naive when I'm trying.
I don't
to
know.
avoid
It's
it
like I think that's like an inhibitor too. Like we're trying to avoid this thing called drama. You're making drama. Like that means we're trying to avoid criticism. I mean, it's just like you listen to sports talk radio. You're criticizing Austin Matthews of Toronto Maple Leafs. You're saying, oh, Carey Price, he's always fucking getting hurt. For Christ's sakes, these are criticisms, and they don't have the option. Carey Price doesn't have the option. You're only criticizing me to get famous. It's they don't have the option. Only seeing the YouTubers seen it. There's like a different rule set for YouTubers, and everything comes down to weird. It's sad. It's because I was talking about this with Zabtai last night. Does he feel like the political discourse has gotten worse? It's not just political discourse. It's everything is shut the fuck up. Yeah. Are we not from North America? Are we not from Central Europe?
We're coming to a point where people are just going to start communicating again. It really is. And I'm seeing it happen. And I love it. I love it. I love seeing people actually coming together and just talking, because in my streams before, I have people who watch me and who interact with each other, by the way, who are both Hillary supporters and Trump supporters.
Sure.
And I think it's so amazing to see Trump supporters and Hillary supporters in one stream and everyone's just hanging out and chilling. They both know that they're not in support of the other leader, but they're just chilling. They understand that it's just a different idea, and they can talk. And I feel like that's happening more and more because people are also tired of quarreling. It's a taxing experience to be this guy who's just gonna constantly be fucking starting shit everywhere, or just talking shit nonstop. It is taxing. It's an ugly feeling.
It is. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's so much nicer. It's so much nicer to make someone laugh. It's so much fucking nicer. I love getting those tweets, and that's why I really don't put a lot of emphasis on like the mean tweets, because I get mean tweets regularly.
Oh yeah, so everybody does.
But I really like shower the people who come in and will actually say something nice, and I'll go ahead and I'll say thank you. I'm really happy to have provided like some kind of happiness to you, like anything, because I value that. I wish I had that when I was 12 or something like that, some guy that I can look up to, and that's what I'm trying to do. So that's really it. That's why for me it's like whatever. I guess if the drama comes my way, bro, I guess I'll fucking deal with it. I don't give a shit. If Keemstar wants to talk shit about us like tweeting at people to fucking go ahead and get known, then I don't understand I don't understand what networking is, and two, why the fuck should I care what that guy with the shit beard has to say? Like, I really have no fucking why?
No, I mean everything. I mean, just from personal experience, everything there comes down to control, and he's trying to control his image and control sort of what this.
You know what he's trying to control? He's trying to control the microscopic rats that make up his fucking beard. He's got microscopic rats at the molecular level that are clinging to his face. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but you can see that his beard is patchier at certain places on certain days. That's because he's got rats on his face. It's not an actual beard, guys. That's the fucking thing. And I know this, and this is why he blocked me. It's not an actual fucking beard. Keemstar is a fucking faggot with rats hanging off of his face.
Okay. You got to fucking. Okay. I know you wanted to get that off your chest. Is there any specific? Is there any? Well, it does. It does seem like you're up and coming. You're making shit happen, and it does seem like when you do that and you get his attention, then there's
Honestly, let's be completely honest. All memes aside, I have a lot of respect for Keem. I think that Keemstar is an innovator in the YouTube social engineering scene. He is an innovator in that regard. I definitely believe, and people want to go ahead and just call him dumb and shit like that. I know exactly what he's doing, and I think it's fucking hilarious. When he tweeted out this thing once, and this is when he blocked me. Actually, he suggested, by the way, in his last episode beta, that he blocked me because I was subtweeting. But the reality is that he actually blocked me because he put out a tweet once that said, "Oh," and this is during the whole when videos weren't hitting the sub boxes properly. He was like, "Oh, I feel so disconnected from my fans. I really feel so disconnected from them. YouTube really needs to fix this. I miss my fans." And I was like, "Dude, you don't miss your fans. Your fans are right here on Twitter. You miss your ad revenue." And then I laughed because it was fucking hilarious. It's the truth. It's the truth. You miss your ad revenue. Why don't creators just fucking be real? Oh shit, I'm not getting views this month. Why the fuck is YouTube not giving me views?
Sure.
I want money. Give me some fucking money. Like people just be like fucking, it's whatever.
It
man.
is
Ad
weird
revenue,
because I'll tell you why. Because I talk about money very freely on here, and I like making money. There's no doubt about it. But you get this. Well, you're only doing this for money, and you're only doing like what the hell should I be doing? And like what else do you do professionally? Do you if you're a pipe fitter, do you fit those pipes not for money but for the love of fitting pipes? Bunty was fucking amazing. You're awesome, dude. $11, slip it. Thank you so much, brother. Again, I can't get to all the donations, especially when my guests are talking and some of my co-hosts are talking, but I do try to get as many as I can.
Oh man, feel free to interrupt me anytime.
No, I don't like because it derails me too. But
I really don't.
We appreciate it. What is this? Oh, Leon Lush or Ricky Burrick? I don't know. Do you
Oh my God.
am I breaking some kind of code here? Oh man. What is your ginger roommate's name?
My ginger roommate?
Yes.
First of all, I can't for the life of me really tell who you're talking about. I have no clue what's going on, all right? So if you're asking about the guy who's freaking on my Twitter and on my podcast, that's Ginger Heat,
That's
but
Ginger
I haven't
Heat.
seen him all day. So I really don't know what's going on.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I go along with this. Let's see if I have anything else for you, and then do you want to take some unscreened calls? Oh, I want to.
Let's do call. I'm down for calls, man. I want to talk to your audience, man.
Let's say I think we hit everything that we could have hit. Glad we have Kung Fu Lou. One thing about your ginger Irish buddy over there is he doesn't seem to have the Irish curse. I don't know how I noticed that, for Christ's sake.
The Irish curse?
I don't know. Ask him. Shout out to Coppercat for the background. Keepstart is a such as a control freak. Last beta was bored. Never seen someone more honest than you, Tommy. Thank you very much. Good luck at becoming a bid man. Jeff Ramsey Jeff. Who's Jeff Ramsey? I don't know who Jeff Ramsey is. Do I look like Jeff Ramsey?
Jeff Ramsey.
Who's Jeff Ramsey? Who's Jeff? I don't even. This is the second time today. Jeff Ramsey.
Ramsey.
I'm googling this cat now. I need tattoos. I do look a little like him. That's not. Yeah. There's a resemblance there. I mean, he's he's a good-looking Irish man. There you go. Hold on. I'm actually going to. I'm gonna put this guy on the screen, so everybody says I look like this guy, but I don't have the fucking cool ass tattoos. There he is, Jeff Ramsey, on your screen right there. All right. It's funny. Before we take the calls, you were saying before, like you stopped looking, and it did. I'm getting complaints in the Discord that I'm doing this not because I love it, because I'm that I'm just kind of half-assing it, and I don't think so. I think I've been trying my ass off even under first conditions.
What I recommend.
But I've been doing that a lot. I've been checking my shit a lot more often.
Okay. Yeah, I've noticed that you've been more active on Twitter. You have been way more active on Twitter. But here's
I probably shouldn't be.
You should also interact with your audience on Discord. Try to maybe once a night just go ahead and get them into VC. I don't know. Used to do that? If you get them into VC.
Oh no, I go into Discord 3 to 4 times a week. I'm pretty.
Oh,
I'm pretty good. I'm
really
good.
Cool.
And I think I was
told.
I
don't know why they would complain about that then.
My guy, I have 20. Some of the guys they think I'm just fucking I mean, there was no drama last week, so I just take phone calls sometimes, and people are pissed. They were fucking pissed. They didn't like it.
I know that last week I was there and you got me in, and I was reading the chat and they were like, why isn't he not taking his fans calls? And he's just taking his friends calls. And I understand that, but the fans need to kind of understand. You guys need to understand that it's responsibility of the creator that you love to go ahead and connect with other creators in order to grow his image and grow his brand. And it's important for them to be interacting with people at the bigger level. And what I've been noticing, and I actually really do believe this, is that Tommy interacts with his audience. He does interact with his audience, and he actually goes and he follows them on Twitter. I've been noticing this. I see this on Twitter. I go to people's Twitter page and I see what they're doing, and and because it's interesting to me, and I've noticed that. So the thing is that for fans, if you were watching, doesn't matter if you're a fan of me or not, a fan of Tommy's, doesn't matter. You need to understand that at some point, we need to do things in order to grow ourselves in a way, and it may seem like we're detracting from interacting with you, but the reality is that we just want to make ourselves better for you.
Yeah, that's and really what he's saying is I gotta, as a host, I gotta make split-second decisions. And
absolutely.
I think you got time. I mean, I'm one of the few streamers that takes phone calls. I don't even know any.
I know, dude. I know that. I know you got a fucking phone number.
I try my best. Let's actually take an unknown phone call right now. Unknown phone call. You're on the air with a Bunty King. Got any questions?
Hey Tommy. Yeah, this is Siphon. I'm loving the stream today with Bunty. I just want to ask you an important question. Hold on. My name is Jeff.
What was that? What was that? I missed the thing. It's like,
My name is Jeff.
oh, my name is. What do you like better? You like doing Bunty bits better, or do you like streaming and interacting? Because you're a game streamer.
I just love it all, man. I just love people. I love people. I love interacting with people. That's what I love doing. So for me, like Bunty bits are fun because I get to write an essay, and I get to go ahead and I literally write an essay. It's like a 3-page essay, and then I read it, and then I kind of just do it off the cuff in a way, and then I record and edit it. But the only thing I don't like is the editing process. And a big thing that's happening is that the community that I work with here in Montreal, this media company that I'm kind of working with, we're trying to find an office space. And what's going to end up happening is that I may end up moving my whole stream setup and have an actual team of people who are all going to be like working together to like make more content, and that'll include my channel as well as local content for Montreal and a different brand altogether. So it's like it'll be really, really chill. So that's really what I love doing.
It's good stuff.
I love creating.
Discord caller, I think you're Eagle. You're on the air. What's up?
Hi, Tommy.
Hey, what's up, man? You got something for Bunty?
No. I just wanted to say hi.
All right. But you know you can't do. You're supposed to.
I think Ricky's in there. Ricky said he had an important question.
I have diabetes.
Tweeted at me earlier. He was like, "Yeah, Ricky, you got an important question."
He probably doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't have an important.
No, he actually said. He said,
Ricky
"I'm not
Berwick,
trolling."
you're on the air.
Oh my God,
Ricky?
what's up?
What's up?
I can hear myself.
Do you have a question for
Okay.
Bunty King?
Yes, I do. What do you think about video responses
Ricky?
as a
What the
whole
fuck, dude.
on Twitter?
Can you hear Bunty? Do you hear him? What do you think of video responses?
I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
Oh, you can't hear him. Oh,
I can't.
that's I'll take care of that right now. I might have made a bit of a mistake here. Oh, you can't hear. You're having Discord issues.
I cannot hear him. Yeah.
No, hold on.
I can hear him.
Yeah, you can hear him. Well, there should be no reason why he can't hear you.
Oh, hold on. Maybe I can just have to go into the on-air section. Do I need to be in the on-air section?
No,
in
no,
Discord?
dude. No. You don't need anything at all. It should be working just fine. And I think I might have to cut off Discord if that be the case. Didn't we just have a call that it worked before? No, that was the other one. I might have to take calls on the line. Ricky, say something loud, real quick. Rick?
Well, what is Ricky asking?
He's not even responding to me now. I don't know. I'll have to try one. Let me try one more. Nathan, you're on the air. Say something to Bunty.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Nothing.
Fuck, man. That's unfortunate.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on over here. Let's see if I can maybe put somebody I know. Bisky, you're on the air. Say something to Bunty.
I can't hear.
Some of them aren't even talking. So, all right, we'll take the phone call. 718-395-7660. 718-395-7660. 724, you're on the air.
Hey, guys, that's the nerd fact guy's been bothering you lately, but it was basically asking what Ricky's question was. What do you think about Fat Cunt and Keemstar getting all pissed off about video responses on Twitter and basically telling us we're not allowed to talk to you guys?
Really? I wasn't aware of that. Yeah. What do you think of that, Bunty? I'm that's
you weren't aware of that? That they were like not okay. So what I think is that they don't have their personality doesn't have the depth to go ahead and translate over to video effectively. So they see that people like myself and Leon and who don't even use Twitter video that frequently in terms of replying to people, they see it as a bit of a threat. That's all they really see.
I think it is.
They see it as like, holy shit, there's this guy that can laugh because he's like a happy fucking dude. And he's like chilling, you know.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, it's just a ton of bullshit, man. It really is. It's these guys that are trying to shut out a specific kind of community, or like trying to shut them out from getting their audience, their favorite, getting their audience taken from them. And that's not the goal. The goal isn't to take Keemstar's audience or Chad's audience. I don't give a fuck. I just want to fucking do my thing. In fact, I don't even think I ever sent a Twitter video to Chad ever.
Really?
Once. Not even once. Not even once,
Chad's
man.
Chad's a bit of a YouTube critic. I mean, that's like his whole thing. Like,
you know what Chad is? I'll tell you what Chad is. Chad, it would have been absolutely nothing if it wasn't for iDubbbz, Max Mofo, and fucking Filthy Frank.
Well, that's why he's unbaited. That's what I heard. That's why he's unbaited.
Nothing.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that too, because I got noticed by Keemstar with a video response to him. Over Tommy and
Singh. But it's okay. And I'm not saying, listen, I'm not even saying Chad's thing is bad. It's cool. He's great. I'm happy for him. He fucking has all his shit. Good. But just don't criticize people for actually hustling. You cunt.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just, he's called anything for views. It's like, he's a
No,
walking.
but if you were buying this drama,
I don't really care about him one way or another because he's obviously painfully stupid. But I mean, he's a walking contradiction. He's not complicated. He doesn't have people just don't understand him because he's so fucking smart. No, he's just a dumb guy. The walking contradiction. Thanks for the call, buddy. I do appreciate it. Let's see if we can get some other callers in here. I'm gonna try one more. I can't understand why you can't hear these guys. This is driving me fucking crazy. ECR, are you there?
Well, let me know what they say.
I will.
Let me know what they say.
I don't know. I guess I'm having a problem. I don't know what the fuck is going on, because I'm not getting nothing. I think it's just fucked up, and I'm gonna log in and out of Discord and try to take another call in the meantime. 319, you're on the air. Bunty King.
Hey, Tommy, what's up? Hey, quick question for Ronald Weasley in the background on Bunty's screen. Is there any way for me to ask him a question real quick?
I don't know, Bunty.
I don't know. I don't really see anyone behind me, but maybe if you ask the question, I might say it out loud and it may answer. I don't know what's going on. What's up?
Well, speaking for myself personally, I feel a little bit inadequate, and I need the dude to put on some pants.
Okay.
I'm a little intimidated. I'm really enjoying his performance art.
I'm
really enjoying his performance art.
I need you to put on some pants. You're making someone feel inadequate. Please respond, Ginger Ghost. Please respond.
He's got one or two.
All right.
He's making I think he's a young man. I think he's got to lay off the beers a little bit. I mean, he's getting a little chubby and a wubby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
well, his performance art is great. It's beautiful. I love his dancing, but it's a little extra. It's a little extra, Tommy.
Okay. We'll let the ghost know.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Take care.
It easy, man. Have a good one, dude.
Well, I logged back. I logged back into check. I logged back in. Let me check one more Discord call. Discord caller, you're on the air.
Oh,
I don't hear anything.
Hey.
Oh, what up?
So
that worked. Okay, good.
So I actually I love your guys' show. But so I'm a freshman. And
Okay.
I just got something in the mail on my birthday a couple days ago.
What's that?
It is a letter from some sort of Congress. It's not like the American Congress, but basically they're nominating me for an award for medical science.
Okay.
That's fucking sick, man.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
I don't believe you, by the way.
Congratulations, though.
I have pictures. I can.
All right, what are you talking about, you nutcase?
So basically, I have no interest in the medical field, and it's like Boston, and I have to pay for the ticket to go to Boston. So
the fuck is that guy talking about? I interact with my fans, but I can only take so much.
So there's actually a guy who did get. He said he really wanted to ask a question. His name is EWQ. He's in the Discord though.
That's weird. Well, what do you want? Well, who do you want me to pull in the Discord?
VWQ. He said he had a question or something like that.
Do you actually have a question, VWQ?
Oh yeah, I do.
Go ahead. You're on with Bunty.
Bunty. I have to ask you, recently over the last couple of months, you've just blown up and you're interacting with all of these new people. And I've just got to ask, is it overwhelming? Are you ever starstruck by all this?
I really am not starstruck because at the end of the day, these people are just people. They all have the same struggles. They all started from zero. And the way I look at it is that, and I also think about that for myself too, so that anybody who's interacting with me, I try to really keep it very normal. So I just talk to them like they're another person, and it doesn't matter what size they are or anything like that. So I don't see that. I just see personalities. There's people who interact with because I like their personality, and I have people who I don't interact with because I don't like their personality. I used to interact with Keemstar before he blocked me because I actually looked up to him and I thought that he was really, he's doing something cool. And I thought that it was also redeeming of him to be on a podcast with Colossal because I think so highly of Colossal that I thought that, Keemstar must be a good guy. He's a father, he's got to be a good dude because,
Surprise! Surprise!
Yeah,
it wasn't the case.
For me, it's more it's really a lot less about thinking about these big people and really just thinking about people. And the biggest growth spurts I've had have been in after the BLM kidnapping that happened in the States.
Yeah.
I did a video on that. There was not a single YouTuber tagged in that tweet. It was just me expressing my opinion on what I thought was fucking
I retweeted
ridiculous.
it, by the way. I remember.
I saw. I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
But I didn't call anyone. I didn't ask anyone to retweet that. But it blew up. And that's the thing. Is just I realized that as I've just become myself and just started saying the things that I really feel, even if someone may also have said that too. By the way, and people really kind of, that's the one takeaway that I feel like everyone who wants to be a content creator should take away. The one takeaway that anyone who wants to be a creator should take away from. The fuck am I saying here? But is that don't worry about copying someone's opinion. You're not going to copy it. You're going to say it the way you want to say it, and you just may agree and have the same opinion. But you got to say what you got to say, and you got to stop trying to be different. If you try to be different, then you're going to not be yourself. And if you're just going to be yourself, even if yourself is a little bit similar to somebody else, just do it. That's what you got to do.
I would agree with him. I would agree.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Good. Thanks for the call, buddy.
Thank you,
I appreciate
it.
Cheers. All right. You know what, Bunty King? It's
what up?
I promised this guy I would do an interview with him. And I have either forgotten or screwed around. So and we've actually done an entire hour, me and you, buddy.
Holy shit, that was fast. I hope that everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you guys very much for attending the Tommy C show, Shot from the Point. Do you guys know what a shot from the point is?
Yeah, I bet a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't.
A shot from the point is when someone takes a fucking shot from the off-center line. Oh, the off-center, wow, I'm saying the blue line. The icing line.
Yeah, the blue line. Yeah. The blue line, the point.
The blue line.
Thank you, Bunty King. Tell your well-hung Irish friend thank you very much. Thank you all in the chat. Thanks so much for the donations. I'm not begging, but I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys real soon. On Sunday, in fact.
Like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the King's home. Slapping fives, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me read the Migos to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip-hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe, here's a headlock.
Whatever your experiences are, the rough spots that you hit, if you didn't have a rough spot, write the good stuff. There's always a place for it, there's a time within. I play this for it. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't like when...
Hey there,
so much
yeah, hold on, man.